Yesterday, I made a post about Dagbanli counting numbers where we look at how to count from 1 to 10. But today, I want us to go a little deeper so that you understand why we have two counting system in Dagbanli. You see, in Dagbanli, we don't use numbers in only one way. The language actually has two ways of expressing numbers. We have counting numbers and also have non-counting numbers. Let me explain it in a simple way. First, we have counting numbers. These are the numbers we use when we are just reciting numbers in order. For example, when a teacher asks children to count in class, that's what they will use. Or when you are just simply counting off head, you just want to count off head, that's what we use. So if I say let us count from 1, you will say ndam, iyi, nta, nai, nnu, nyobo, mpoin, ni, nwe, pia. That is when I ask you to recite count from 1 to 10 in Dagbon. That's what we will use. Here, you are not talking about any object. You are just counting in sequence. That is what we call counting numbers. Now let us look at the second system, which is non-counting numbers. These are the numbers we use when we are describing real things like books, stones, children, goods, or any other object around us. For example, if I want to say one book, I won't say Bukundam or Buku, no. I'll say Buku yini. Buku yini, that is one book. Here we use yini because a book is a thing, not a person or an animal. Let us look at another example. Koata. Koata, that is 3 stones. If I say koonta, it's wrong because that is what we use for the counting numbers. But we say koata, that is 3 stones. You are describing an object. So anytime you are talking about things or objects, you use the non-counting form. Now let us also look at another example with people or animals. For example, yino. Here we are not saying yini, we are saying yino, one child. Another example, listen, buyino, one goat. We didn't say buyini, no. We are saying buyino, one goat. Here we use yino because we are talking about living things like people or animals. So in Dagbani, when you are talking about inanimate objects, you use yini. If you are talking about living things, we use yino. So in simple terms, counting numbers are numbers used when you are reciting numbers, and non-counting numbers are numbers used when you are talking about objects or animals or people. Now many people may ask an important question: how do I say 1 to 10 in each system? That is for the non-counting system, for non-counting numbers and counting numbers. How do you say 1 to 10? And in this video, I'm going to recite for both systems. First, the counting numbers from 1 to 10. 1 is ndam, 2 nyi, 3 nta, 4 nai, 5 nnu, 6 nyobu, 7 nyopon or mpoin, 8 ni, 9 nwe, 10 pia. Now let us look at the non-counting numbers, which we use with objects. 1 is yini, that is for living, non-living things, or yino for living things. 2 is ayi, 3 is ata, 4 is anahe, 5 is anu, 6 is ayobu, 7 is ayopoin or apoin, 8 is ani, 9 is awi, 10 is pia. So the key idea is very simple. If you are counting, you use the counting form. But if you are talking about something like books, stones, goats, children, you use the non-counting form. Once you understand this small rule, you will see that Dagbani numbers become very easy and very beautiful to learn. If this video helped you to understand the Dagbani counting system, please drop a comment, share, and like so that other people can benefit from this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Dagbonkingdom TV on YouTube, to get more videos, learning videos and other videos on Dagbani history and culture. Or you can visit our website www.dagbonkingdom.com to learn more about our history, culture, etc. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.